Hey everybody!
Today we're doing a
Fabulous
Friday freezer meal.
Yay!
So we're doing a freezer meal for you, but before we get started, I wanted to talk about freezer meals. These are not only great for your own freezer, which they are when you're ready to cook something on a day that you're really busy and you have some things in the freezer that you can lay out and fix for dinner and be quick and you don't even have to think about it. That's wonderful.
That is always good.
But
you don't have to think about cooking.
Yeah, that's great. A great day. But I like also to make these for friends who maybe have been in the hospital, someone who's has a new baby, just as a gift. So people appreciate, just like we do, not having to think about what's for dinner.
Right.
So that's a good thing to do. So we're going to make a freezer meal for you today, but I do want to talk about freezer bags. I always suggest that you get really good freezer bags. These are the Ziploc bags. You don't have to get Ziploc, but make sure they're good and strong and sturdy. And for this recipe, we need the gallon size and the quart size bags. I do also like the Ziploc kind because I can make sure that they are closed up, because it would be terrible to lay one into your freezer and it come open and everything goes out. So
that would be terrible.
That would be an awful thing to happen.
After you've done all that.
So this one is called Tex Mex Burgers. We're going to put them in bags so that you could take out 1 or 2 or 3, however many you need. I think that we're probably going to make about 6.
Oh, yummy.
But you can take out individually however many you need. So here's how we get started. You need 1.5 pounds of ground beef. The recipe suggests 80%, and that is what I have. If you wanted to get the 90%, you could, but the recipe suggests at least get 80. So into this, we're going to add 1/2 cup of a chopped onion, which I have that right here, already chopped up. Mo is going to watch how did you show how you did this?
I'm using a peeler to get the insides of this jalapeno scooped out.
If you have never tried using your vegetable peeler to get that out, do try that next time. That is a great tip. We've done that as a Tuesday tip before.
Yes, we have.
It cleans it out. It is so
it works
easy.
Great.
You do not touch the seeds or the membranes of that.
Makes your hands burn.
Exactly.
When you touch those membranes and seeds of the jalapeno.
Now, I'm sure that I brought over here. Oh, here they are. I'm going to put in some garlic. I'm putting in about 1/2 tablespoon of garlic, minced garlic. You can also use fresh if you'd like. I'm going to put in about a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, or maybe a little more. We'll see how much.
Do you want these in slices or diced?
Diced if we can.
Okay, we sure can.
There's some Worcestershire sauce. And I like Worcestershire in this. I think it'll be okay to even add a little extra if you want. Now, these are called Tex Mex Burgers. You can use the seasoning that you like. Taco seasoning works well. I happen to have a Tex Mex seasoning, so that's what I'm going to use. Oh, that smells so good.
I love Tex Mex. Anything.
I do too. About 1 tablespoon goes into your recipe. And then Mo's going to add in her jalapeno. I'm going to go ahead and start mixing this up.
Okay.
We're just going to get this mixed in really good. I always use gloves when I'm making these for other people. A lot of times for my own self, I might not wear my gloves, but if I'm making a freezer meal for someone, I would go ahead and use some gloves.
That's right. Because even though your hands are clean, it's just
safety.
You do,
safety first. Always safety first.
Okay, Deb. Here they come.
Drop them in. All right. This smells so good already. I can smell that Tex-Mex and the Worcestershire sauce. I can really smell it. Would you grab that Worcestershire and go ahead and drop in a little bit more?
All righty.
I feel like we just need some more.
This is going to empty this out.
Let's just do it. Just empty it out. Didn't have a lot in it anyway. That's perfect. Now we're just going to mix these up really good. Okay, so now these are going to be in the freezer. So what happens on the day you decide you want to make your burgers.
What happens, Deb? Why don't you tell us?
What you should do is take them out, if you can, the day before, the night before. Put them in the refrigerator to unthaw.
To do what?
I'm sorry, to thaw. Oh my gosh, I do not know why I can't remember to say the right word there. All my life it's been unthaw.
Unthaw.
So,
which is freeze. The opposite of thaw is...
After they have thawed, then you can cook them on the grill.
Those are going to be amazing.
Yes, you could cook them on the grill. You could cook them on your grill pan on the inside. You can cook them in the oven even if you wanted to.
Wow.
And when you take them out, we love pepper jack cheese. So I would have slices of pepper jack cheese to put on them. I'm just going to lay them right here until we pad these out.
Love it.
So just kind of get a golf ball size, maybe a little bigger, depending on the size you want yours to be.
Okay.
And of course, on cooking day, have your hamburger buns, whatever toppings you like, whether it be tomatoes. You've got your onions in here, so you may not want onions. Lettuce, cheese, and maybe have some sweet potato fries with it.
Yummy.
Or maybe if you're not eating bread, you could just have butter lettuce or some kind of large leaf lettuce and let that be your bun.
I like to do that sometimes.
And then have your sweet potato fries, and that's a really good good meal. Healthy meal.
And of course, if you use some lean ground beef,
right, you're even healthier.
And that's good. Y'all, last week I got some locally grown beef from a friend of ours, and I made chili with it. Not before last. It was so good. It was so much better.
Was it really?
Yes, it was.
Was it really lean?
It was lean, but it had enough fat to give you that flavor, you know, because you want a little bit of fat.
You do need a little.
That fat is what gives you that good flavor.
Even on a diet, you need some fat with your meal. So
but it made me feel good knowing that there's no, you know, they're grass-fed cattle. And
so did y'all buy like a
we did not, but she's trying to talk me into buying a quarter beef or a half a beef or whatever. And we might do that, but it's just the two of us. So we really, I mean, it would take forever. And, you know, we don't have a deep freeze. So, I mean,
you have to be careful that you would not get more than you would use.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I said, well, right now, let me just buy 3 pounds and, you know.
Do they sell it that way by the pounds? Or okay.
Sure does.
Nice.
And it's really good, y'all. But, yeah.
So depending on the size that you make your patties, you're going to get 6 to 8. Looks like I'm going to get 8. I'm going to get 9.
You're going to have enough to share with the old friend Mo.
I believe I will.
Mo and Tink might get a Tex Mex burger or 2.
You could even put some barbecue sauce on this as you're cooking it. That would be a great thing to
that would be great.
do to this.
I would love to have these on the grill.
So what I will do is put these in a bag, 2 to a bag. Most of the time, you're going to probably fix 2 burgers,
right?
So I will put these 2 to a bag, and then that's 2 to a gallon, a quart size bag.
Now, are you going to separate them with parchment or anything?
No. If you get out a bag, I'll show you what I'm going to do.
All right, I'm going to get out.
She's going to get out a quart size bag, and here's how I will get that.
Quart size.
Quart size first. Quart first. And open it up, and then I'm going to put 2 of these into the quart size bag.
Okay.
And then we'll close it up and put into 1 gallon bag. I'm going to put 2 of those, so I'll actually have 4 burgers into each gallon size bag.
Oh, okay.
You could probably put more actually if you wanted to into your gallon bag. So there's 2 of them. So we'll do that every time till we get all these packaged up 2 at a time.
2 by 2.
2 by 2. 2 by 2 by 2. Try not to get it on your hands too.
It's okay.
There's 1. Okay.
Get over there, little burger.
And there's 2. Some of my onions are falling out. I'm not going to lose them. I want to keep them.
Mm-hmm.
I like the onions. So that's something else. If you don't like onions, or if you're gifting this to someone and you know they don't like onions, maybe someone has had a baby and they're probably breastfeeding and they don't want to. You don't want to put some things that would harm or would,
cause trouble.
So just leave out the things that you think might cause trouble.
Right. And you really, you can always add the onion.
You can at the end. On the burger at the time.
On your bun.
Sure. These might be kind of small for some people. I like the size. You make them the size that you want. If you want a bigger burger, you can make them the size you want. And
really, according to Weight Watchers, Deb, you're supposed to eat the size of your palm when you eat a ground beef patty.
How many ounces would that be? About 4 ounces?
6, I think.
Is it 6?
I think. But I guess according to how big your palm is. If you're Michael Jordan, your palm might be pretty big. I don't know. Okay. This is nice.
We have
another. Yummy.
They do smell good. We have another freezer meal recipe. It's called Smoky Mozzarella Burgers.
Mm-hmm. We made that before.
We have it on our page. It's on our YouTube page and on our Facebook page. They are really good burgers. So it'd be great to have some of the Tex-Mex and some smoky mozzarellas in the freezer. So plan a Sunday afternoon or a Monday night and do your freezer meals all at once. Have 2 or 3 recipes that you can put together on a Sunday evening and have them in the freezer for the next week or the next, whenever you want to, put them together. So we've got all these.
9.
Let's show them stacked up here.
We got 9, y'all.
We're going to put 2 or 3 of these into a gallon bag. And of course, on the gallon bag, we're going to write on it what this is. And we're going to put a date on it because you want, look in the drawer right here. There's some markers.
Sharpie.
Right there, some Sharpies. You're going to put the name of them and the date that you've made them. You don't want to forget what they are, and you don't want to leave them in there more than 3 months.
Mix.
So January.
Burgers.
What is today? 6?
No.
7?
7th.
January 7th. Put your date on there, and if you have printed off the recipe, put it into a separate bag and keep it with it too, because you might need to be, on this one you're going to know, but some recipes you might want to remember what sides you want to have with it, or if there's more to the cooking process, you might need to know that too.
I'm going to put 4 in here?
Yes, put 4, and then the rest of them in 1.
Okay.
And then we've got our freezer meal all done. Do remember to take out as much air out of the bags as you can. All of them. Even when you put the 2 in, you need to get out as much air as you can. And then I like to store these in the refrigerator laying down. Just like this. This is how I'll put mine in the freezer. This is how I'll put them in the freezer. With the name up so I can see what they are and laying down flat. So there you go. That is Tex Mex Burgers. Get those in your freezer. It's your fabulous Friday freezer meal.
Bye, y'all.